Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 22 on Greenlands. We're going to continue where we left off in the last video. Obviously, I've already changed the day to January, but it's time to sell the silage. And I'm thinking, in order to do that, I think we're going to be better off just renting. I don't really want to buy. I know I use this on the old series. But the problem is, it's a good one. We have got a way of selling the bales as it is. We can only move 5 or 6 bales at a time. Although we don't have very far to go with them, so we might be able to stack the bales a lot higher than I thought. But yeah, we need to get on with some other jobs. There's no grass grown back yet. Obviously, it's still January. So we are still in that point where we're doing contracts, but obviously we've got land now. We've got sheep. You know what I mean? I'd like to bring in some bees and some chickens as soon as we can. Can maybe look at bringing in a greenhouse or something as well. We just need to get some money earning now. And the problem is we've only got £11,000 at the moment until we sell this silage. So I'm thinking we maybe use this silage money to bring in some kind of side hustle income. That's what I'm thinking anyway. This is actually a longer drive than you think back to our farm, isn't it? I should have started at our farm rather than driving it. It's kind of wasting 5 minutes. Yeah, if I go quiet for a quick second and that, guys, don't forget I have still got that cough, guys. It's literally been 5 weeks. 5 weeks now, and it's not remotely as bad as it was. I will definitely give it that, but yeah, it's still it's still not clear at the moment. But yeah, we've got a little bit of wool. It's not loads. Yeah, I am thinking we need to bring in a little bit of like side hustle money. Greenhouse, open air garden. I'm not really sure which one's going to be best to do. I just need to move this out of the way. But yeah, we've got to get rid of this silage. It's January. It's the best price that I've seen. I was just looking at the price before we started. If I come across any lag spikes, guys, do bear with me. I had to clear the shader cache the other day for the European series. It was glitching the trees. It didn't fix the problem, so I won't be doing the shader cache in future. Yeah, we've only got to go up the road. Literally, we don't have far to go. I was thinking of buying that trailer that we have on the the old European series, just for the sheer fact that it's like £900 to buy brand new. And I was thinking, well, if we've got that, we can move more bales at once. But if we play our cards right, we should be able to. It might be a little bit wobbly. No, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, this is turning into a nightmare. I can't believe that's just shot all my bales out. You little bugger. Right. Can I get 2 in this way then? Oh, if I can get 2 in that way, that's easier. Yeah, so yeah, it's a bit of a long-windy episode. It's just little bits that we've got around the farm, really, just to try and get rid of at the moment, anyway. But yeah, if I can do this would be brilliant. This will be 6 bales per row, and then 3 on top. That should see me as selling most of these in one go. And then hopefully with this, we've got a problem with our new fertilizer, and that's the sheer fact that it doesn't. It's too heavy. Long story short, it's too heavy. No, I'm trying to be sneaky here, guys. I'm trying to overhang. I was trying to overhang that bale off the end. I was trying to get 4 across the top. That's what I was trying to do, because it's going to be a long way to go for 2 bales. If I'd have used the Land Rover, it would have probably been like better for the fact that, you know, it's... Can I maybe... No. I don't want to. Let's just get rid of these. Whoa, that's already way too much on that trailer. Yeah, this is 31,500. We're talking about 500. Is it about 550 £550? I'm not really sure what the money was now, to be honest. I did look before we started. The price was like, yeah, we'll sell the silage this episode. This steering is absolutely silly. There's not much control on the steering. I'm gonna let off the turn. Yeah, that's better. But yeah, like I said, 31,500 litres of silage. We'll get this quickly sold. We'll run back down. We'll get the final 2 bales, and then we'll go back up to the shop. Hopefully we've got a couple more. I know we've got a couple more fertilising contracts, so we will get a couple of them done. Like I say, we can carry an extra 1,000 litres of fertiliser now. I've got no brakes. Jesus Christ. I was expecting a little bit more money than that, to be honest. I'm not really sure what my economy's set on. I think it might be medium. But yeah, I was expecting a little bit more money than that. I'll probably leave this trailer up at the shop actually by the time we come to sell the final bales. I want to get rid of them all now. This is the best price, so there's no point messing around too much. It's only a quick blast down the road. I'll tell you what, I'll meet you back at the shop. Right, here we go. Final 7,000 litres. I'm just going to reverse this. I've got to reverse in or out, so I might as well just reverse it in. But yeah, like I say, we'll get this. So we'll see what money we've got in the bank. I am having an issue with this tractor and the fact that I can't add a front 3-point linkage to it, and it's really affecting what I can do with this tractor. Like I can only just carry 2,000 litres of fertilizer in the front of this, you know, in the back of this, in the track there. Only 2,000 litres of fertilizer in the spreader we're using this tractor. Any more than that, and it just lifts the front wheels off the floor. So we really have to be careful with what we're going to do here. The tractor's giving me more hassle than it's kind of worse. So I don't think we're going to have this tractor long. Just for the sheer fact that I can't carry more than 2,000 litres, and I can't put a weight on. That's the biggest weight you can put on this tractor, and it is just not enough weight. But I'll leave this trailer up at the store. We'll probably need it down at the farm more, but we need to go to the store to pick up the fertiliser spreader. We'll do a couple of these fertilising contracts because we've got 2,000 litres stored over it. I could get a front loader. I could carry a bag that way. It would give me a bit of weight on the front end. Kind of looks a little bit, you know, it doesn't really look as... I don't want to say realistic because the series are not like 100% realistic, you know. I can lift the bale. I've got the strength of Superman. But we do need to get a little bit more done in this episode. But today's episode was more about selling them bales, and I'm kind of hoping that the tractor comes up in the store. I have already looked in the store, by the way. There's a low loader trailer. I have thought about maybe getting that low loader trailer, guys, to be honest with you, just because it's bigger. I think it's bigger than that silver trailer. We could maybe buy that trailer. Do you know something? I'll tell you what, let me just do this for now. We're going to buy this trailer. We can use this as a low loader. I'm sure we can. I'm going to buy that, and I'm going to look at selling the one that we've got. You know, this one. £6,000. So we're now making money. There's me. I own stains on the ground. Yeah, that was me just decorating this area. Yeah, now we've done that. Oh, that's a long way to go for one field to fertilise. 35 and 38. They're going to be near each other, aren't they? 30. Where's 35? Where's field 35? Am I going silly here? I can't find 35. Oh, 35. 35 and 38. So we could do them 2 fields now. That would be a good one to look at. But yeah, if I carry more than 2,000 litres right now, I'm just... It just topples over. Does a little wheelie. Like I say, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get these... we'll get these 2 fields done. Yeah, the other spreader we had was better for the tractor we've got. But we bought this spreader because, one, it does carry 2,000 litres, which is an extra 1,000 litres more than we could do. And it's got a wider working width, so overall this is better. Yes, we bought it fully maxed out capacity, but the next tractor this is made for. We've just unfortunately got to get to that point where we can use that next job, do you know what I mean? I have got a lot of contracts that I've accepted. I'm kind of wishing I didn't have them all, because as long as them ploughing fields need ploughing, I'm not going to be able to seed them. And I'd like to buy a seeder. Sooner we get a decent seeder. No, brakes. Also, this tractor has very, very bad brakes. Right. So 35 is over here in this corner. Now it's going to be one of them fields. I think we have to go this way. I don't really know how to get into that farm, into that field. Yeah, I don't like this. This is the one thing I don't like about this freaking map. The fact that I've got to drive through millions of different fields to get around. It's the one thing that puts me off not having this series very long. I would much prefer to have a map that's not like this. Like, I found a new, Edge Farm map. Looks absolutely fantastic. Right. So this is the field I want to be, but where's the gate? I'm driving through the hedge in a minute because I don't know where the gate is. Are you for real? Yeah, I'm not... I'm slowly getting a little bit annoyed at the way this map's laid out. Yeah, I don't like driving across all these fields just to get to another field. Why isn't there a farm track? Even if this farm was realistic, like in real life, there would be tracks to the farm. The farmer's not going to drive over his own crop to go do field work. That's just guaranteed. Every field's got tracks around it, and that's the one thing it probably lacks. We've used 100 litres already. Wow, that was a lot more than I thought. Anyway, I'm going to put this into a time lapse, guys, and we're basically going to work our way around a couple of these contracts. Might do 2 or 3 of them. They need doing. I've got 1,800 litres. I'd like to use as much as I can to try and get as many fields done, because we need the money. We can't do any more contracts until ideally we've replaced this tractor, but it's all down to money. So if I put it into a time lapse, this one's nearly done anyway, and then we can get jumping into another field, especially a bigger field. It's going to take more fertilizer. We should be able to get 3 fields done. there we go. Yeah, you'll have seen me drive through the hedges, guys. I've come to the conclusion that if I have to drive through fields to get to another one, I'm not really that bothered about opening gates, to be honest. Now, if I was doing field 99, then instead of 100, I would have stopped. I'd have opened the gates and that. Now, the first one, field 38, when I did 38, I didn't realise that was field 38 when I drove through the hedge. Yeah, I'm like I say, I'm not the biggest fan with how you have to literally drive on crops to get to another field. I know I've brought that up a couple of times now, but it sucks, to be honest. I'm not really that keen on that part of this map. But like I say, when we buy a farm and we have land, then it'll be a different story, because I will literally put a track in at the side. I know we'll lose field, which is annoying as hell. But this is not how farming is where I live. Do you know what I mean? Now, I get that this isn't a map of where I live, but I don't see a farmer driving over his crop just to get to another field. Do you know what I mean? You'd ruin all your crop. It's a bit different if you got like the skinny tyres on. But anyway, contract wise, we've only got one fertilising contract left, guys. I'm going to leave that for the next episode, just because I wasn't going to do field 100 then, but then I realised field 100 is like down here on its own, right out at where, this is where it sucks, and I should have, yeah, field 4. Saying that, we have to pass here. Do you know something? We'll go and do field 43 now. We have to pass it to go back to the shop. It's just a little bit up this road. We're passing 77 and 75 now. It's literally just at the other side of 61. I think we've already done 43 once before. I think that was one of the first fields we did. Or did we? No. We did 77, 76 and 61. That's right. Yeah, we'll go and do 43 because we're passing it now. I was meant to be keeping an eye out and not doing fields where I can't really get to, but then I kind of forgot. But we'll get something sorted. We'll get this field done. This is it here, coming up on the left hand side. I don't even know how you get into this field. Oh, it's all the way down there. Right, I'm in. I'm not messing around. I'm not messing around. We're going to just get these done. Yeah, like I say, I think the whole point of this series was to buy this farm, and I'm contemplating swapping map and taking equipment and bank balance with me, to be honest. Or I could just sell everything and move it over. I'm really not. Greenlands is just not hitting, like, you know, the European countryside. And it's not the farm, it's the map. I like the look of the map. I like how it's kind of, how the farms are. But I just hate the driving going onto the fields to get into it. It is such a big, you know what I mean? It's probably the one series I least look forward to every week. And yet it was me who chose the map. So what we might do, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think, because I do get a few people liking the videos. I do get quite a few views on all the videos across the board anyway. Let me know what you think we should do. Do you think we should maybe sell up, take the bank balance with us and go to a new map? Like I say, I'll farm on any map and I'll continue on this map. The problem I've got with it is, like I say, is it just annoys me having to drive across fields to get to another one, and it's really frustrating, to be honest. It's not how it is where I live up north. You know what I mean? There's tracks and all sorts, but this is just drive across a field, and I don't know, it's not hitting like the old European series and Attingham Park and Somerset. You know, this was meant to be the Somerset replacement. It's just not hitting the same. And I'm just wondering if we should maybe sell up, take the bank balance with us, and then we'll buy what we can on a new map. Now, like I say, there is a map called Edge Farm. I have been looking around it in general. It's a really nice map. Some medium fields, some big fields, you know, a bit of everything. We could just take the bank balance out. It's not a mod hub map though. It is a, I don't know if it'll go on to mod hub. It might do. Yeah, I'm just not really... I brought this field issue up a few times now. But it just doesn't sit right with me farming this way. You know what I mean? Right, we've got 246 litres left, which I don't think's too bad, to be honest. 246 litres. Can cash these jobs in. I'm not really going to get anything else done now in this episode, I don't think. Not unless there's something small to do. Like I said, I'm not even... Wow. I didn't even realise, wow, the one time I should have actually paid. That's what I mean, I'm just not... This series, this map's just kind of got me... you know what I mean? Like I said, I hate to say that about maps. I used to play Maypole map a lot, like streamed it a lot. But then the guy pushed out updates that just made it pointless and crap. So I stopped playing it. You know, all the robotic cow sheds and stuff. I preferred doing it all myself. And it was alright, you know, and it was in my stream once and he was like, oh, we'll just sell it and put in. I'm like, yeah, but when you sell it, your cows are then limited. You know what I mean? They don't roam free because you've got like a robotic cow shed and that. And yeah, it's not the same. And it just put me off playing on that map. I've not played it since. Now obviously that's just a personal thing, you know what I mean? I like it when the animals run around run around the field and things like that. I don't really like it when they're just stuck in a tiny little pen. Oh, I've got 150 cows in this like little square. I'm not a big fan of that. I never have been. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe we move on from Greenlands because it's just not hitting right. It was when we first started, but I think it's just the fact that the field thing annoys me. It annoys me every episode. And I don't want to keep like, you know what I mean? I don't want to keep whinging about it, to be honest. But it's really just not sitting comfortably with me, this map, anymore. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Because like I say, if people are happy with me just driving through hedges, then I'll just continue to drive through hedges. I'm not that, you know, it's not the end of the world. Right, I'm going to leave that there. We're going to sell that. Before I do anything, now this might have been a giant waste of money. I want to see, does this have straps? Yes, it does. Thank you. Right, so that's our new trailer. So let's go sell this trailer. We'll make a couple of £1,000 because that one was relatively cheap. This was selling for about 6.5, I think it was. But if we actually take it to the sell point, which is just in front of us, we should get about 10 to 15% more in value. So that's good enough for me. So if I put that there, and I sell that, so we'll repaint the trailer, we'll repair it, it's not a lot. £7,000, so we have made a bit of money on that deal, which is good. If I jump down here, there's... Oh. My mouse was sticking in 6, 3. Yeah, I'm really liking that bank balance now. 51,000. Do me a favour, how much is this tractor worth? This tractor's worth 26. Hang on. 26. That would give me 70. That would give me 77,000. Yeah, this tractor's just a little bit off on the pace and the power. 70. 77. What have we got? What have we got? So we're at 7. So 70. So what are we looking? No. 135, 145, 150, 155. Yeah, that's... I don't know what it is. My mouse is lagging now as well. It's weird. We could go for that. I'm thinking we maybe change tractor and go for that. Gives me the front 3-point, which is what I need. Warning time. There's no front loader on it though. That's the only down. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that deal. Like I said, it's just that tractor's just not. I know this is gonna This is kind of just taking all the money. That's the downside. 78,000. I could go for that. Why is my game lagging so much? It's not a frame issue. But yeah, we've got 76,000. So we'll go. What have we got here? Yeah, I'm not. Wow, there's lots of things. Yep. I do like having beacons. I will pay for them. I don't need that. I can't afford that. Main colour, orange. I quite like the faint green. It does give us a little bit more horsepower as well. We were currently on 96,000, so I'm happy with that. That is something I wasn't really expecting to do. I was thinking of maybe getting another tractor later on. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Where's my HUD gone? I seem happy with that. That looks... It was a bit slow at pulling off. I think I'm going to be happy though once it gets some weight on the back. Right, I'm just going to jump it down because we've got this ploughing here. These ploughing jobs are going to be a lot easier as well. We also have 165 brake horsepower now, which means if we look at our plow's got... Oh, our plow's 170. Ooh. Really? Our little tractor only had 90 somewhat brake horsepower. It only had 95. Wow. Okay, that we were really I'm gonna drive all this back to the farm, and I'll tell you the reason why we're gonna drive it back to the farm. Yeah, I start the engine. This tractor does seem to be very slow at driving forward when you first start it, but that's maybe just the way it's meant to be. I'll leave that there because, like I said, there is probably going to be some more fertilising contracts come up soon. Oh, sorry, I was not looking. Yeah, we'll see how this tractor goes. I've never used this tractor before. It's quite loud. I won't know if that's louder than my voice until after the episode. But yeah, I think, apart from dumping this back at the farm, I think I'm gonna... I'm not really sure what I can do. I'm gonna go and pick the plough up, and I'm gonna have a look at what ploughing contracts. I've got a few accepted, but I don't really want to do a big field. 2's big, 36 relatively big, 18's relatively big, 30's 36 is the smallest of them all. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I was going to say I thought my tractor was damaged then. I got the mod for the damage bar. Definitely makes a difference. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we'll go and plough field 36 with the new tractor. I'll obviously put it into a time lapse because I think this is going to be quite a long episode as it is. Like I say, let me know what you think about staying on Greenlands, guys. Like I say, I can always get the exact same equipment as we own, or like I say, we can just go with a chunk of money. There we go. I can literally make the equipment the same age and everything. I'll just have to change it in the XML file. The only thing we won't own is land. I'm hoping this gearbox is going to be alright, because one thing I've noticed is first to second seems a little bit delayed and a little bit... Is it first to second? I think it was first to second. It was just one of the gear changes was just like hesitant, and it's not like I'm doing any work with it. But like I say, we can always sell everything move map if that's what people agree with. And I know I've brought it up a few times now, but you know, I'm kind of giving that option out there because I know Greenlands is... This is going to be a long slog otherwise. I do like the speed of this tractor. This is quite a nice speed. Yeah, we'll go and do field 36. I suppose we should have our beacons on really, because we're quite a wide load here, aren't we? Like I say, we've got to go to 36 again. We've got to go through this one. Like I say, I'm not going to go through the gates. Not a chance. Did you see how you had to get into field 35? You had to go through 37, into 36, then it was into 28, and then across to 27 and down into 35. That was just a night. I was not opening all them gates. I'm telling you now. Right, let's see how this plough could be pulled with 95 brake horsepower. So this should have no problems whatsoever. But this is actually a relatively steep hill. So we will soon find out if this is going to be good enough. It's going to take quite a while to do this field, even in a time lapse. We don't have the biggest plough in the world. But the good thing is once we have finished this field, I can leave this tractor and plough in the next field ready for the next episode. Right, there we go, guys. That contract is down as done. That is good enough for me. That took absolutely forever. Wow, that took forever. That was the smallest ploughing contract we had. The smallest. That took forever. That literally took like... Well, to give you an idea, guys, this has been on 6 times all, you know, for the whole episode, and you know, we've done a few contracts today. Yeah, that just took forever. I am most likely going to do a couple of contracts, these ploughing contracts, off recording. I'm not going to cash them in, but I might just get a couple of them done, because that was the smallest field we had to do. Look at this one here. We have to plough this field. That's gonna be a whole episode of me just ploughing in a time lapse, nothing else. That is absolutely crazy. Also, I've got no idea how I'm supposed to get to field 2. I think I need to go through that gate there. I'm literally just gonna park in the field, guys. I didn't even see that gate. Right, I have got an issue with this tractor, guys. First to second gear. Now, if anyone remembers from the Somerset series when we had the tractor, it didn't like first to second gear. This tractor's doing exactly the same as that one did. It just doesn't like to change to second gear, and then you're driving like constantly, like 1 mile an hour. Yeah, it's another one of them things where you got to go in about 5 different fields to get to it. Like I say, guys, I'm not the biggest fan of this map. I've been on it now for quite a few episodes. I like this where the series is, but I'm just not feeling 100% happy with it. So like I said, I did say if you want to see me continue with this series, you know, put a comment down below. I will tell you now, Greenlands is my least watched series. I am going to look for possibly another map. Now, we've got 2 ways of doing it. We can either sell everything in Greenlands and move over, or we can just literally get the exact equipment we own now in a different map. They're basically the 2 options. But yeah, I'm really not 100% feeling this. It's... especially when you buy like a cheapy tractor like that with the brake horsepower, and it's still got issues. Yeah, I know people said you needed a lot of horsepower, but Jesus Christ, it's like I say, it's just kind of putting me off this series a little bit. I'm happy to keep playing it, because at the end of the day, it is farming. Like I said to you, what I'm gonna do, I think I've decided, if we stay on Greenland, I'm just gonna go around and open all the gates. I think that is probably what I would do. I would probably just go around, open all the gates. That way, instead of driving through the hedges, because I can't be bothered with the way the field are laid out, at least then I can be like, well, I'll just drive around the open gates. It gives me an idea of what and where I need to go then. But yeah, like I say, drop a comment below on what you think we should do. There's no wrong comment at the end of the day. Everyone's got their own opinion. I've got my own opinion of this map. Like I say, it's a nice map. It's definitely more of a multiplayer map in my eyes. Are you really going to open out into the road? We need to make sure cars don't stop on that, thinking it's a collision. But yeah, I'm just going to do this. I'll just open all the gates. But yeah, until next time, guys, I will put out another Greenlands episode, the next episode, because I need time to read people's comments. And I'm normally recording the episode as it's just gone live kind of thing. So there will be at least 1 more Greenlands, unless I can find another map that I can kind of really replace it with. But we don't have a lot of money when it comes to things. Equipment wise, it's not loads, you know. No, that's not ours, by the way. You know, there's a little bit. I reckon there's about 100 grand. Moved over to another map with say 100 grand, and then whatever the bit of land's worth, which is 20. So yeah, I reckon there's about 100 to 125 grand worth of value. As I say, for now, guys, thank you so much for watching, and until the next episode, I'll see you all later on.